Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Georgia Lottery $10 Cash Multiplier ticket. This is part of the January 2024 series of tickets coming out in Georgia. And this is a number match game, but it plays a little bit differently than a normal number match game. Here you have 4 rows horizontally. And so, if you match something in row 1 to one of the winning numbers, then you have a multiplier on row 1 where you can potentially multiply your prize, and that applies to all of the rows. Now, on this page, we are looking at the prize structure and odds that the Georgia Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.24, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $10 all the way up to $1 million on this game. And looking at the prize structure, nothing too crazy stands out. So we'll talk about taxes. In Georgia, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 29.75% in taxes. And so that I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game. And so that is going to affect how I view the top 2 prizes here. So instead of what you see on the screen, I'm going to view these top 2 prizes as $35,125 and then $702,500 for the top prize. So with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 74 and 75%. So that's a good bit over the minimum 70% that we look for all tickets. And so we'll see how this compares to other $10 tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that this 74% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are actually going to see a 74% payout on this game. And so what we want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $200 prize level. So if you are a normal person with just average luck, when you do win on this game, you'll expect to see a prize somewhere between $10 and $200. Now they're at the $200 prize level. There is a split. It's about 48 to 52. So it's about half and half, a little less than half. So 48% of these $200 prizes are going to fall here in the bottom 99% of prizes, and are going to be available to average folks. The other 52% of these $200 prizes, though, are going to be included here in the top 1% of prizes. And top 1% prizes are really tough to hit. So if you want to know the odds of hitting a top 1% prize, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that the odds of hitting a top 1% prize are 1 in every 324 tickets. So, you're in over $3,200 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that is important information to know if you are planning on playing this ticket. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these prizes, subtract that value from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And so when we do that, we find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 60 and 61%. So this is a little bit above the minimum 60% that we look for bottom 99% payout on all tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other tickets on the next screen here. Now, here on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in Georgia $10 tickets. The $10 ticket category in Georgia, to me, seems like the most volatile category. I mean, lately, the spread between the minimum and maximum values has gotten smaller, but you can see over the years, man, there's just been, it looks like a 10 percentage point variance between the good tickets and the bad tickets. So this is an important category to know what the payout is. Now, this cash multiplier data point is over here on the right-hand side. So you can see there was a dip in value from the previous 777 ticket. I never like to see these decreases in value. As a matter of fact, whenever I see these, I recommend don't play the ticket, because the message you want to communicate to the Georgia Lottery is we don't like to see dips in value. We don't deserve for our tickets to have value taken out, and we're not going to play tickets when that is the case. And so This is an example of a ticket that just based on that alone, that dip in value, I wouldn't play it just on principle, just to communicate what I want to communicate to the Georgia Lottery folks. But if you are playing $10 tickets in Georgia, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, you would want to look at that $600 blowout ticket. However, that is not like a true jackpot game. So, if you are looking at you want a jackpot, probably the 50 times the money ticket would be the ticket that you would want to look at and maybe play there. If you are playing for odds, Jumbo Bucks has the best odds, but this is such a trash ticket. Like, please don't play Jumbo Bucks. The data point for that ticket is down here. This is the worst $10 ticket that we've ever seen come out in Georgia. It's just pathetically low value here. So pick another, find odds on a different ticket that you like, because this one is complete trash. If you are a more conservative player and you like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, the 777 ticket that came out last month it's the friendliest ticket to the average player. So that would be a good ticket for those conservative players out there. And if you are more of a high roller and you like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the 7-game ticket has a higher payout in that top 1% category. And then over here on the right, we are keeping track of top prizes as well, if you are interested in that. Now here on this page, we are ranking Georgia $10 tickets based on overall payout. Let's see, this one, 74%, is in the second, like the bottom half of this list. So Cash Multiplier here in 11th place. So you can see you've got lots of other $10 tickets to play. This one I wouldn't play because of the decrease in value from the previous month. And so, yeah, you've got plenty of other options out there. 50 times the money is a good one. Bonus bucks I really like. $600 blowouts, not a bad one either. So there are better $10 games out there. Here we are comparing based on that bottom 99% payout. So these are the friendliest tickets to the average player. Where Cash Multiplier number 8, so it's right there in the middle of the price of the list here. So again, you've got some other tickets that are friendlier to average players. So 777 would be a good option. I like bonus bucks. $100 million cash burst is also a decent ticket. So you've got some other better options. Now here on this page, we are comparing $10 tickets across states. You can see that Georgia, pretty competitive with what other states are doing in the $10 ticket category, but not really competitive at all with what Massachusetts is doing. And so this $10 ticket category is just ruled by Massachusetts. They're regularly putting out $10 tickets at 80% payout. And so, we have to ask the question, if Massachusetts can regularly put out $10 tickets at 80% payout, then why is Georgia putting out tickets at 74% value? We see Cash Multiply here in 19th place overall. So that's a 6 percentage point difference. That's a huge amount of money when you're talking about the total value of one of these scratch games. So one scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the whole game. 10 million times the $10 price tag, that's $100 million just for one scratch game. 6% of 100 million is $6 million that the Massachusetts Lottery is regularly giving to its players, that the Georgia Lottery is, greedily just taking and sticking in their pockets and doing who knows what with. And when you ask, well, why would Georgia do that? Why would they withhold $6 million that they don't have to withhold from its players? There are no good answers. I think it has to do with, the way they view their customers, which is not good compared to how Massachusetts have much healthier view of their customers than Georgia does. Because it doesn't make sense. If they had a healthy view of the customer, why would they withhold $6 million? So anyways, if it were me and I liked playing $10 tickets, I would not play any state's $10 tickets except for Massachusetts, because the value is so much better there. So I would find a Massachusetts scratcher on social media somewhere that I liked and trusted, and just go in on books of Massachusetts tickets. Scratch tickets are a bad deal anyways. Even on the best tickets, you're getting 80% of your money back on average. So because it's such a bad deal, you definitely want to make sure that you're getting the best ticket that you can possibly get, so that you get the most the most value for your money, and Cash Multiplier is definitely not delivering that. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 $10 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. 60% is good enough to make this list. We see Cash Multiplier here in 23rd place overall. So it's okay. It's about average. But you know, there are a lot better and friendlier tickets for average folks. Now here on this page, this gives us a little bit more context for the payout amount on this Cash Multiplier ticket. Last month in December, we saw two great tickets come out, $2. This Fast 20s ticket had a 75% payout. That's more value than what we're getting out of our $10 ticket this month. That should never happen. That's completely backwards. Georgia Lottery should be embarrassed of that. Georgia Lottery set a bar here where every ticket, in my opinion, every ticket that costs more than $2 must have more than 75% value, or I can't play it now, because I know that the Georgia Lottery can do this. Same thing with the $5 ticket that they put out last month. Fast 50s, a great $5 ticket at 77% payout. A lot more value than what we're seeing out of our $10 ticket this month. Again, Georgia Lottery set a bar here with this $5 ticket. So now every ticket that costs more than $5 has to have more than 77% value, or I can't play it, can't recommend it, because I know that the Georgia Lottery can do it. If they don't, then I know that they are withholding money that they don't need to. They're unnecessarily being stingy and cheap, and they're withholding money that they don't need to. And I won't play tickets if I know that's happening. So yeah, I mean, Georgia Lottery should be embarrassed that this $10 ticket has less value than a $5 ticket and a $2 ticket that came out recently. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've seen on the channel so far. 74% not good enough to make this list. But again, there are plenty of $10 tickets on here. So Georgia Lottery just needs to, treat its customers with a little bit more respect, put the $10 ticket value where it should be, around 80% like Massachusetts is doing, and then we'll be good. And then these are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout, so friendliness to the average player. 60% also not good enough to make this list. But again, $10 tickets make this list, pretty frequently too. So yeah, we just need Georgia to do a better job with the $10 tickets, be a little bit more respectful to the customers who are spending their hard-earned money on these tickets. And that's what we need to see and want to see. So I would recommend not playing this. The value is too low, and there was a decrease in value from the previous month. So those are two great reasons to leave this one on the shelf. Communicate to the Georgia Lottery that you deserve better, which you do. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.